Yo, man, my computer crashed. That sucks. So had to start a new stream up for anybody that's tuning in, wondering what happened. Computer crash. So I had to start a new stream. That's crazy.
You were telling the story about.
Yeah, I had to start a new stream. Hey, what's up, everybody? My bad. I don't know. My computer crashed. That was like the first time my computer crashed in a minute. But I'm gonna figure out what process crashed though later on. Make sure I don't got no hackers trying to stop my broadcast. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hey, we back, man. So I'm gonna drop some knowledge, share some knowledge, answer some questions. Anybody that wants the online course, I think we still have the discount. Let me see. Oh dang, let me. I'm glad I saved these links for y'all. So 80% off the course. Are you kidding me? It disappeared. Are you kidding me? All right, so let me pull up. Here it is. I'm gonna give you guys a link to 80% off. Got the code. I got the course code right here. So anybody that wants to take my online course for less than $100, it'll be 80% off. I'm gonna give you guys a link right now. I just gotta save the link so I don't lose it again. Because like I said, my computer crashed. Crazy, man. The computer gonna crash in the middle of a live stream. But this is 80% off of the course. It'll be less. It'll be like $99 with this code. So here's the code. Let me copy and paste it for you. So what you'll do is you'll create an account, and then when you go to check out, it'll apply the discount automatically, and then you'll get the course for like $99. Normally $500. And I'm gonna just answer some questions that you guys might have about real estate, my philosophy related to real estate. All right. So you guys got any questions? That's what I'm here for. Boom, there's the link right there. All right, now what was I talking about? D Moss, what was I talking about? Billy's Garage said, will internet service upgrade GoFundMe? Joseph Montano said, how much money do I make a day? That's a good question. It's got some good questions in here. I'm gonna answer these questions. I'm gonna go from the top down since we don't have too many people in here. All right, we got 47 people. If you guys, everybody can hit the thumbs up. Once you hit the thumbs up, then we can get everybody. It'll notify everybody to come back into the live stream. So we got a nice party in here. All right. So hit the thumbs up for me. We got 17 thumbs up, 47 people, 22 thumbs up, 49 people. Come on, hit the thumbs up for me. Just do me that little favor. That doesn't cost you guys anything. Hit the thumbs up, and I'm going to answer your questions for free. I'm going to take my time out of my schedule. So all I want from you guys, hit the thumbs up and save some money on my online course and make some money with the online course. But anyway, I'm going to answer some of these questions that I see in here. While I answer these questions, you guys hit the thumbs up, then ask me a question. All right, so we got let's see. Jay Will said, can I get the course since we're starting over? Yeah, bro, you can get it 80% off. What was that? A Nextel chirp. KC Television said, what was that? A Nextel chirp. I use this app. It's called Voxer. Let me show you guys what it looks like. I use this app called Voxer. You see this little app right there, Voxer right there. It's orange and white. I use that app to communicate for work and for like my close friends. It's sort of like a Nextel or like a walkie-talkie. You hit the button, you could talk, and then you hit the button again, and it'll stop the transmission. But it's a live stream of your voice, like a walkie-talkie, and you can have groups with it as well. To me, it's the #1 app on my phone. It's called Voxer, Voxer. So that's what that was. I was talking to my brother because he's helping me with the live stream. So I hit him up. I was like, "Yo, I had to restart the live stream." All right. So Crucial Gaming said, Philly love to you. Love the channel. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Love right back at you. I love Philly. I got family out in Philly. I've been there more times than I don't know how many times I've been to Philly, but a bunch of times. My uncle lives on Cliveden, Cliveden. That's where they grew up at, over there in Cliveden, in Philly. I used to be going to Philly every time I go to Philly. We'd get a cheesesteak. Big old cheesesteaks be big like a football. But yeah, love the Philly too. All right, DeAndre Mara said, what is your advice for 17-year-old thinking about doing stock investment and real estate investment? Advice is simple. If you're a young person like 17 years old, and you're thinking about investing like in real estate or the stock market, here's the thing. With both of those investment platforms, you got to know what you're doing. Otherwise, if you don't know what you're doing, you're gambling. And everybody knows gambling is not really the most healthy habit, right? Or the most successful habit. So in order to turn your gambling into investing, you got to know what you're doing. So my advice to you is to study up on how to invest in real estate. If you're really 17 years old and you want to take my online course, shoot me an email and I'll make a way to make it affordable for you. All right. So just email me. My email address is all over the place. It's get@willmotivation.com. But you have to prove to me you're 17 years old. But I'll hook you up. As far as investing in the stock market and stuff like that, you gotta study. First of all, you gotta study how to invest in the stock market, which I don't claim to be an expert in that, although I have done it and there's lots of ways to do it. So you got to understand how to do it. Like, so you got some money and you got to figure out how to get it into the stock market. Number two, you got to study what companies you want to invest in. Like, how do you make a decision about what companies to invest in, or who can manage your money for you and invest it for you, like some brokerage firms and stuff like that, mutual funds and stuff like that. So that's my advice, man. You got to learn. Now you're young, you got time, you can learn. And you know, you're never too old or too young to learn how to invest. So you're on the right track. All right, let me see. Moses said, what happened? My computer rebooted, my computer crashed, and I had to restart the live stream. So Joseph Montano said, how much money do I make a day? Let me figure out how to answer this question, because I'm gonna leave this live stream up at least till Sunday because I have the Black Friday special going on. So normally if I answer something like that in the live stream of how much money I make, I'll take the live stream down, right? But since I'm leaving this one up, I don't really want to put out there how much money I make, but let me put it to you like this. I have 21 investment properties right now, and the average rent on those 21 investment properties is over $1,000. So that gives you a minimum of $21,000 a month gross, but it's more than that because they're all over $1,000. Okay, so that's just one business. Then I have another business that is bigger than my real estate investment business. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't have $1 million in the bank, and I don't have and my net worth is less than $10 million, put it to you like that. But how much do I make a day? And the other businesses, they do well, they do better than the real estate. And that's the goal. Like you want to maximize, and then all of it comes from like learning how to do stuff, man, and actually taking action on stuff. And sometimes it's not about being the best, it's about being first. You know, because if you're first, you got time to be the best. You know what I'm saying? If you're the best, but you come into the game last, you might not have an opportunity to become first, or it's going to take you so long, like, to become first, that the market shifts into a whole different area to whatever your product is. So sometimes being the first person to release a product or meet a need beats and trumps everything. And with one of my businesses, I'll say I was the first and the best in in history what we had to offer. But I was definitely the first in that business, and it paid off. And if you look at other businesses like Facebook, right? Facebook wasn't the first social network, but it became the first big open social network. And so if anybody comes around and tries to be Facebook, it's going to be real hard to compete, even if they're better than Facebook. Look at YouTube. YouTube was the first big video platform. If anybody comes around with a better version of YouTube to try to compete, it's too late. Like they might be better than YouTube, but how much money are they going to have to spend to try to compete with YouTube? YouTube was first big one. So I forgot how I got on that tangent, but you asked me how much money do I make in a day. So you got there's a general rough idea for you. But I got expenses. How much money do I spend in a day is the better question. Because you can make $1,000 a day, but you could spend $800 a day on whatever your expenses are. So that's it balances out, man. I do all right. I make enough to be able to coach people how to get to the next level in a lot of cases, and I'm still getting coached myself. All right. Eric Sanchez, let me catch up on this. He said, I'm in real estate and own a remodel company, did 11 flips this year with hard money and was not the most profitable, looking to transition to buy and holds. What are your thoughts? Billy's Garage said he's in real estate and he did 11 flips, but hard money. That's the biggest number one thing right there. Hard money is expensive. I've never done any of my flips with hard money, man. Hard money, the best thing about it is it's fast and they don't really need your credit. But it's almost like you work for them when you do the flip because they make so much of the money when they loan it to you as a hard money lender. So my advice to you would be, man, 11 flips, you should be making some good money. But if you got some relationships with some local banks, some small local banks that could do the deals quick, they could fund you, build a relationship with them, and then you can make way more of the profit than when you use hard money. Like I said, I never use hard money, and I don't think I ever would. If anything, I would be the one lending to hard money because I see how much money they make. Like that's like if I lend you all the money and you do the flip for me, and I just sit back and collect all the profit or the majority of the profit, and I don't have to do anything but write a transfer or a check to you or transfer the money and then get the money back. You know what I mean? And if you mess up, then I get the crib. This is my house, and then I do the flip. So that's the first thing. But you're looking to transition to, and 11 flips is a lot, man. So congratulations. Like I think I only did 2 flips on the real estate side this year. But you said looking to transition and buy holds. What are your thoughts? If you have money, if you've got like good income coming in from your business and you're not worried about that going away and you want to start investing, like you got a lot of cash somewhere sitting around or not working for you, then buying and holding could be the right time for long term. It's a long-term strategy though. Even though you can get cash flow, like, I get cash flow, but until all my houses are paid off, the cash flow is not that exciting to me. It's getting my houses paid off. Then I'm looking real nice. So, but my advice to you getting into buying holds is have a lot of money sitting on the side for a rainy day, and and know that it's a long-term play, not a short-term play. All right. So that's Billy's Garage. We got Rich in here. What's up, Rich? Chris Basio said if I'm ever in Tampa, he'd love to cut my hair. Yeah, I need a cut right now, bruh. I'm lightening up though, so I gotta do special stuff when I cut my hair. But I'll take you up on that. Yeah, Boxer is my #1 favorite app. All right, let me check these messages. DJ C10 said, how can an entrepreneur get money to work for them instead of working for money? I mean, investing, bro. You take your money, you put it into an investment and let the investment go to work. And there's all different types of investments. I happen to prefer investing in real estate. Let the market go up and then you cash in. Or in the meantime, you rent it out and cash in on a monthly cash flow. And then that's your money working for you. That's it, bro. Or you invest in your business. You're an entrepreneur. You invest in your business, take money, and sometimes it's investing in people, and those people can help make you more money, or they can help reduce your workload to free you up to focus on different things. And then you can make more money. But that's money working for you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you working for the money. But there's always a trade-off as an entrepreneur. You're going to be working for money part of that time, most likely. All right. Somebody said, "What's up with tax lien certificates?" I'm not familiar with tax lien certificates, so I don't want to mislead you. At some point, I'll do some research on it, and I'll do a video on tax lien certificates, just on whatever I learn about it. Let me see. How about them Cowboys? Jake Ziegert, man, them Cowboys messing up, man. Happy holidays, KBS. Happy holidays, everybody else. What's up, Eric Buster Worthington? What's good, bro? Man, all right. So, yo, the other live stream, man, let me make sure the other live stream is turned off so nobody goes in there by accident. Just give me a quick second here so I can shut that stream down if it's still going. And then I'll answer some more questions, and then I'll send you guys the link for Black Friday. Oh, the other one should be off. Yeah, the other live stream should be off. We're good. All right, so for Black Friday, the special is I have an online course. Normally it's $4.95. I'm giving the first 10 people 80% off of the course, making it like 99 bucks. So I don't know how many people have taken it so far, but if somebody tries to buy the course and you can't buy the course, let me know. And then I'll give you the next deal that we got going until Sunday, which will be 50% off. But we got 10 people that can take the course now for less than 100 bucks until it's gone. And it'll probably be gone before the end of this live stream. But it's when it's gone, it's gone. And then until Sunday, you can do the Black Friday 50% off. And I'll give you guys that link here shortly. And I'll put it in the link in the description of this video. All right. Triple XK said, "What is your advice for getting into growing weed?" Getting into growing weed. My advice is I don't smoke weed. I never grew weed. But if you're going to grow weed, you better know the legalities. You better know the legalities so you don't have any problem with the feds or the local government, because it's probably not worth it. But I don't know anything about weed. I mean, it's one of those things. There's some things you have to ask yourself, if I try that and I like it, what happens to my life? You know? And it's one of those things I stay away from. I don't need that. I don't need that kind of a habit. It could be great, it could be nice, it could be good, but I don't know, so I don't even want to find out because it's going to be costing money and time. So I'd rather spend my money and time on other stuff. So I don't know nothing about that. To basically answer your question. Curtis Williams, congratulations, bro, and thank you. Curtis just got the course for 100 bucks. He already has 2 rental properties, and he's ready for some new knowledge. Yo, it's in there, bro. Trust me. And I'm right here. So if you ask me a question, I'm gonna get an email, and then I'm gonna go into the website on the course, and I'm gonna answer your question. And you'll have all the information that I use to build my portfolio, which currently consists of about 20 some properties, and we've done probably 20 some flips, something like that. All right. So all of my knowledge is in there. All of the properties that I've done up to the date of the course are in there, and then I'll be updating the course as well. All right. So congratulations and thank you. NBA Gonzalez, what's up? Unfinished Life. When you buy a house, I heard that you can claim asset depreciation on your taxes or mortgage and either not pay taxes or not pay taxes. I'm the depreciation or on the depreciation or refinance. Yeah, there's tax benefits when you own investment properties and real estate. There's tax benefits for sure. There's some write-offs for sure. But with me not being a certified public accountant or a tax accountant, I'm not qualified to give you advice on exactly what you can write off. Because the other thing about that, I could say something today and the tax laws could change in the next 12 months. So, and this video will still be up and people might be blaming me for telling them something that's no longer valid. So the best thing to do is deal with a certified public accountant or a tax accountant that specializes in getting you those write-offs, which is what I do. I have an accounting firm. They supported me through an audit, so they're legit. They've been around for longer than my business has been around, and they answer those types of questions for me. So, but yeah, there's definitely lots of write-offs when you own property, lots. And just to give you an example, my tax bill before I had rental property was probably almost double what it was after I got a bunch of rental properties. So there you go. Let's see. Let's see here. Chris Basio said, I'm going to get the course. I bought Meet Kevin's course, but didn't learn anything new. All right, so Chris, if you take my course and you don't learn anything new, I'll give you your money back. You got a month to go through the course. And if you're not happy with it or you don't think it's worth what you pay for it, then you can go through the website and get your money back within a month. Like that's basically what it is. So that's like, I stand by it, but it could be that you're more advanced, but I'm sharing everything that I did and I'm one of those people that I haven't taken a loss so far. I'm not going to say it would never happen, but so far I've avoided taking any losses and I've consistently grown my portfolio and maintained my real estate. So yeah, some common sense. I'm somewhat conservative. All right, I'm answering questions, but we just got a super chat. Coding Face said, last question before people get tight, then I'll just watch silent. Dude, you can ask as many questions as you like. That's the same thing everybody else is doing on here. And hopefully this is not the type of group of people that got a problem with other people asking questions. So, and I appreciate you, bro. So he said, I'm buying my first home now in Sarasota, Florida for $600K, 3.2% interest. Or should I wait for a recession? I ask because I'm scared to pull. Let me tell you something. I'm looking at Florida as well, but I'm waiting. So that'll tell you what I think about it. But I could be wrong. So I can't tell you, hey, definitely wait. You know what I'm saying? The market is right here, right? The market could continue to go up in pricing, right? And then eventually it could drop down. But when it drops down, we don't know if it's going to go lower than where it is right now. We don't know. Or it could stay the same, or it could keep going up, or it could go down. And if it keeps going up, by the time I'm like really, really ready to get in the market, then so be it. But like it's one of those things, man. Like you just got to kind of look at the environment, look at the actual property, the location, the people that live there, and the whole scenario, and really ask yourself, is it worth that much money, or do you really think it's worth 400,000 rather than 600,000? Like that's what I ultimately go on. Like, is this house really worth that much to me? And if it's not, then I'm not in. Like I stay out. But if I say, yeah, it's worth that much and it's probably gonna be worth more, then I'll get in. That's just me. So I want to buy property in Florida right now, but I'm waiting. That's where I'm at right now. So, that's just me though, man. Like you could get in and the market can go up, who knows how long, or you could get in and it could drop down, But if 600K, if you can be happy with that and you feel that that property is really worth that to you, that's the best advice I could give you, so that if it does go down, you still can ride it out and be happy about what you bought. That's my thoughts on it. And congratulations, bro. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna get down to the live streams. What's up, G Benz? Is Footy in here? Is Footy in here? Where's Footy at? G Benz, how do you determine the equity of a house? Oh, that's my man. All right, ask him. G Benz is my brother, man. Love G Benz, man. This is my brother, my other older brother. I got a bunch of older brothers, but G Benz, I grew up with him since I can remember going outside to play. So what's up, Footy? How do you determine equity? That's a beautiful question, man. I'm gonna make it real easy, simple. Like the equity is, and then I'll give you the simple answer, and then I'll give you the more detailed answer in case you're looking for the more detailed answer. How do you determine the equity in a house? The easy way is, let's say, how much do you owe on the house? If the house is paid off, you owe zero on it. The equity in the house is how much people are willing to pay for it right now. So like the market value. So like if you put the house for sale right now and it was worth, let's say in that neighborhood where we grew up, it's going up right now. It's crazy. Maybe the house is worth $400,000 to $500,000. So your equity would be that whole 400,000 or 500,000. That's the equity in the house. But if there's a loan on the house, like let's say your mom got a home equity loan or a mortgage on the house at some point, and the mortgage is $80,000 or $90,000, then you would take the value of the home, like so somebody like Courtney, right? We got a friend named Courtney. He does appraisals. Like somebody like Courtney could tell you how much the house is worth. Let's just pretend it's worth 500,000, right? So you get your appraisal. The appraisal said it's worth 500,000. The bank says it's worth 500. Whatever people are willing to pay 500, and your mortgage is 80,000. So your equity is 500,000 minus 80,000, which would be 420,000 would be the equity in the house. That's it. So that's how much money, if y'all sold the house, that's how much money you guys would get after paying your realtor expenses and stuff like that, which might be the next question. How much are your closing costs? Could be like anywhere from 5 to 10%, usually, or 6 to 10%, I would say. But anyway, you would walk away with that equity, which would be like roughly 420,000, and then whoever owns the house splits that up. That's what the equity is. That's a beautiful question, bro. And shout out. In America, the wealthy don't pay taxes. It's the greatest thing ever. DJ C10. Yeah, so Rich broke it down. Value of the house minus what you owe is the equity. That's basically it. And if you don't owe nothing, then you're 100% equity. So like my house right now, I bought it for 200 and I bought my house for 375 or something, like 375 is about what I bought my house for. I put a big down payment in, so I had automatic equity. But then the value of my house, when I finished the basement, and the market went from 375 to 525 or something, like a little over 500,000. So my equity was ridiculous, and currently is considered like, the market value of my house. Got like significant equity in my house now because the market went up. But what happens is the market can sometimes go down, and people can have what's called negative equity. So like, let's say you owe 100,000 on the house, and then the market crashed, and nobody wanted to buy houses, and so the value of the house went from 200,000 to 80,000, but you owe 100,000. Then that's what's called negative equity, because you owe more than what the house is worth. That's what's called negative equity. And a lot of times when that happens, people panic. But you don't panic when you have negative equity and you own real estate. You don't panic. What you do is you start looking at the other people and your neighbors who panic and let their house go. And then you go buy their house for below market value, right? You go buy their house. And then when it comes back, then you become a millionaire. That's my story right there. And that's what I want you guys to learn how to do. So I'm going to plug my online course right now. Here's the link. And when you guys become millionaires, take me to lunch. All right. All right. So let's see where we are with the questions, man. Let me see. Luna Park said you have to have 1031 to avoid capital gains. Yep, 1031 exchange. Rich is probably more of an expert on that than I am. If you guys are looking for a good realtor, my realtor's name is Rich Shero, and he's in the chat right now. If you want to buy real estate in Central Ohio or anywhere in Ohio, I believe he can represent you and help you find a good house, whether it's an investment property or a house to live in. And Ohio is a great place to be right now, like unbelievable place to be right now. And coding phase, don't buy that. When I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but you mentioned that you could buy a house in cash. I wouldn't do that. Like, I wouldn't do that unless you got way more cash than the house is worth even. But like, I always like to hold cash to give you mobility, to give you options. Cause like, if you have the cash in your house and let's say an investment property came up that you wanted to buy and do a quick flip, you got to go get a mortgage and pull your money back out and then buy the investment property. If you got the cash sitting there, you don't have to do that. You can just buy the property, flip it, get your money back plus some, in a matter of a few months, for example. But I say always, this goes to anybody watching this, man. This goes to anybody watching this. Like, one of the number one rules to being financially secure or financially independent or just financially savvy is always have money on the side to handle any unforeseen circumstances. That is number one, like to being an adult, like to being a man, like always have extra money. Sacrifice, like don't buy something. Like if you want to buy the new iPhone that's $1,000, you better have $1,000 sitting in the bank at all times. If you got $1,000 iPhone, you better have $1,000 in the bank if you got $1,000 iPhone. If you have a Lamborghini, you know what I'm saying, and it costs 100 grand, you better have 100 sitting around somewhere that you can grab for a rainy day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so man, that just goes for anybody. That's my advice. Like, don't throw all your money at some material thing. Always have something on the side, either for an opportunity or for a rainy day. So there you go. DeAndre Mars said, is it better to get a loan or put 20% down when getting an investment property? Well, when you get the loan, you got to put 20% down. So it's like you usually got to do both. Sometimes it's not as high as 20%, or you could put more than 20% if you wanted to. But usually when you get a loan for a mortgage on a home, you got to put some money down. Like, it could be as little as 3% sometimes, all the way up to 20% or more. Like in my case, I put more than 20% down on my primary residence. On my real estate investments, I usually put down 20%. All right. Hey, in coding phase, that's how I am too, man. I came up being poor, man, and I didn't like it. I'm scared of being poor and broke. Believe me, if like shit hits the fan, I'll be selling Lamborghinis and stuff like it ain't nothing before I become broke. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, and don't be broke, bro. Don't put it all in like, to be honest, I could pay my house off if I wanted to. But for me, like I'd rather have my money in different places, making money. Like my house doesn't really make me any money at all. It's not a rental property. I pay for it. So I'd rather have my money sitting into things that make me money, or have some cash to have options. You know what I mean? So, all right, what other questions we got? I think I caught up. If I didn't answer your question, ask it again. And if you want to get the online course, I'm going to give you the link. And let me see how many we have left. Let me reload this. Let me see how many 80% off. We got 5 left. So 5 people bought the online course for $99. That means we got 5 left. And if you're not one of those 5 people to buy the online course for $99, the next deal goes till Sunday, and it's 50% off, and it's going to be like $240, something like that, which is still cheaper than $500, which is the normal price of my online course. And that's a value, because I could charge more than $1,000 for all the time that I put into that course, believe me, and the fact that I'm answering questions on the course, just like on these live streams, all right? All right, let me see what other questions you guys have. What's the fastest way? All right, here's the link, man. Just in case you guys missed the link. $99, the cheapest you're ever going to see my online course. Right there for Black Friday. Luna Park said, have I ever used the 1031 exchange? How do I feel about it? Also, any good suggestions on a CPA in Columbus? All right, so suggestion on CPA in Columbus is Fred Lobby Carling and Associates. That's who I use. And I went through a serious audit, and they represented me and helped me get through the audit with the IRS. So that's the ultimate test of a CPA. Well, there's two tests. Do they do all your taxes right? Do they do all your accounting right? And then when you get audited, do they support the work that they did on your taxes and your accounting? And the answer was yes in both of those scenarios. So I recommend them highly. Lobby, I'm gonna write it down right here. It's called Lobby Carling and Associates. Now the name is longer, but you can find them if you Google that in Columbus. Now, to answer the other part of your question about how do I feel about 1031 exchange, I never used it, right? I never used it, but I'm not saying that I would not use it, especially if I got into commercial real estate. But the reason why I haven't used the 1031 exchange is because eventually, when you get your money out at some point and you don't reinvest it after, like reinvesting in properties using that 1031 to defer your taxes, deferred taxes, which means the taxes are due, they're just deferred till later. So for me, I don't like that because I feel like I owe, that's like giving me a tax bill that, especially when it keeps flipping, you keep flipping properties. That's like having a tax bill sitting out there that I eventually have to pay. And I don't like that. I don't like that. But I'm not saying I wouldn't leverage it at some point because it might just be super advantageous to pay the taxes later because of some opportunity that you come across. So that's the reason why I haven't done it, because I like to get my taxes taken care of, and I don't like owing anybody, unless it's a partner like a bank. I owe a bank because banks are my partners. We both make money. I'm cool with that. But I don't like owing the IRS, man. I don't like owing personal people either. So that's why I haven't used it. But that's not to say I wouldn't, because there's this guy I look up to. His name is Manny Koshman. He's a car guy out in California. Big multi, probably a 9-figure millionaire, I think. And he does commercial real estate, and he uses the 1031 exchange. And in the scenario where he described how he did it, I could see myself doing that too. Like he was buying some big commercial properties and leveraging the 1031 and borrowing against that money for his own profits and stuff. So I could see myself doing it, but I don't like owing taxes though. I like having my stuff paid off. All right, so that's the answer to that question. What's the fastest way to fix your credit? I got cash but trash credit. I'm not a credit expert, man, so I'll leave that to the experts. What I'll promise to do though is I'll bring a credit expert on my channel, and we'll have the credit expert answer questions. Maybe the next live stream I do, I'll have somebody to answer questions about fixing your credit and stuff like that. That's what I'll do for you. All right. But you should definitely, like Rich was saying, and I am Mr. Moss was saying, like, and what I really believe in is you should monitor your credit. You should know what your credit score is. You should know what negative things are on your credit. You should know it better than anybody that pulls it and looks at it. You should already know everything that's on there. So you should be monitoring your credit. I use mint.com to monitor my financial like report card, like my net worth, and I use Equifax to monitor my credit. All right. So let's see what questions we got. All right, master credit cards. Mark Zuckerberg is in here. What's up, Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook? He said, bro, do you smoke weed or drink? I have a hard time. Only way I can stop is with God, but I'm scared. Mark Zuckerberg, no, I don't smoke weed. I drink on vacation or on occasions. I'm not a real fan of alcohol. And the reason why I don't smoke is because what happens if I like it, so I don't need it. So I don't want to even find out. So I just never smoke. And I don't want to be in trouble for anything. It'll just be a distraction. So that's why I don't smoke. But and as far as drinking, I'll drink occasionally, but I realized I didn't drink for a long time in my life. I didn't drink at all for the same reason why I don't smoke. Finally drank something casually and realized that I don't like the taste of alcohol. I just don't like it. So if I do drink, it'll be some cocktails or something sweet like that I have on vacation because everybody else is drinking. But it doesn't do anything for me. Now, for your situation, you have a hard time. I mean, I agree with you. You said, if your faith, bro, like in getting strength. But like one thing, man, about me that gives me a lot of power, man, is I'm hard on myself, man. Like I'm real hard on myself. And you got to be hard on yourself to, to get yourself. If you're trying to stop smoking or you're trying to stop drinking, you have to stay away from those influences as much as possible. You got to be hard on yourself not to drink and not to smoke, man. You got to kick your own butt because nobody else should be responsible once you're an adult, like for making you not smoke or not drink. And the consequences can be heavy. So if you don't want those consequences, and you might already be dealing with some of the consequences, but you got to be hard on yourself, man. You might have to seek professional help to stop because, a lot of times that works. I know people that have sought professional help to stop drinking or smoking, and it's worked. And sometimes it doesn't work. There's other people that have stopped through their faith, like basically their belief in God and praying on it and working on it and being around people that are supporting them like that. And then there's other people that just made up their mind, like this, just made a real serious decision with themselves to stop something, and they stopped it and just wasn't no playing around. They just suffered through it, but you stop, you make that decision. And I don't know, man, everybody's different. So I don't think even for me, my answer might not be for you, bro, but I would just say keep working on it and be serious about it. St. Marie said, what's up, Will? I wrote down all the terms and abbreviations from your program. I'm going to finish the program this weekend. Yo, that's what's up, man. Make sure you ask me any questions. If you anybody, that goes for anybody that's taking the course. You got questions, ask me through the course and I'll answer them. All right. And yeah, and when you guys start getting them deals and start making them investment property revenue, make sure to let me know about it, man. I need some success stories to show you guys have learned something. oh yeah. So my brother just reminded me the story. Somebody asked me, I don't know if it was they asked me how much money I make a day, if it was a response to that, or they asked me about domain names. They asked me if I made money off of domain names, and I own a lot of domain names, and I've made some money, not really by flipping them. I did flip one. I made about 10,000 on one domain name recently that I sold. It was a big one. I could have sold it for more, but I was just kind of doing one of my homies a favor. But when I was in college, the internet was at its beginning stages when I was in college. One of my best friends in college, like one of my I had like three best friends in college. One of them came to me. He's like, and everybody kind of looked to me to be smart with computers because like that was my reputation because I was a computer science major and I was like one of the top students in the department. So all my friends looked to me when it came to stuff related to computers. They always turned to me and asked me the questions, right? And they trusted me. One of my friends came to me, he said, hey, Raj, this is my middle name. He called me Raj. He said, hey, Raj, yo, what's up with these domain names? Man, like once you buy the domain name, you own it. Like, domainname.com, right? So this is when .coms were first coming out. People were first buying .coms. And he came to me and he said, Raj, we should buy up all the best domain names, and then later on they'll be worth money. That if I had to listen to my friend instead of thinking like a broke college student, because my response to him was, I don't have any money. I don't know how much they cost. And why don't you do it first? That was my response to him. And he was trusting me to give him a real good answer. But I was thinking too much like a broke college student. And I missed the biggest money-making opportunity in my entire life so far. Because if I had to listen to him and we bought all the domain names like he said we should, and at that time they only cost like $20 or $30, we could have got 10 domain names that probably would have been worth $10 million. We could have got cars.com. We could have got anything. We could have got walmart.com. We could have got college.com. We could have got everything you could have think of because it was available when my boy had that, when he had that idea. All of those domain names were available, and we could have got all of them if I wasn't thinking like a broke college student. So, lesson of the day, hey, don't think like a broke person. You better flesh out those opportunities when they pop up, because that opportunity right there could have made me and my boy at least $5 million later down the road, $10 million. And then when you make that money that easy, then you take that money and you start flipping it and flipping it and flipping it, and no telling where I would be right now. You know what I mean? So that's my story about domain names. I could have been a domain name millionaire if I had to listen to my buddy in college. So thanks for reminding me, D Moss. And Rob E, man, I appreciate you, bro. Let me see if there's any more courses available for the discount. That's the link right there, but let me check. Let me check and see if there's any more available. Last time I checked, there was 5 available, and that's 80% off. And the course will only be so there's 4 available now. So once they're gone, they're gone. Matter of fact, at the end of this live stream, they're probably going to be gone, and you're going to have to pay. If you want to get the course, it's going to be 50% off until Sunday. All right, let me see what other questions you guys have. Let's see. So Saint Maurice said, right on. I'm saving up for my down payment. My credit is pretty good. Get rid of power off my last credit card. Okay. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg said, smoking kills my discipline and focus. You give me hope. I will own the Lambo too. Yeah, man. That's why I put the Lambo out there. Lambo, like, it's a real fine line. Like, when I put the Lamborghini on my channel, I had to think about it real hard. But I was so motivated by people like Stradman. Stradman, like, motivated me to do YouTube. Stradman motivated me to pull the trigger on buying my Lamborghini Gallardo, because finally I saw how he was using his Lamborghini to make money with it on YouTube. And I was like, man, I can finally justify spending that much money on a car, because I can use the car to build a YouTube channel, and I can help people and potentially pay for the car, and like basically justify spending that much money on a car, because I could have bought it a long time ago, but I just couldn't justify it. Like, couldn't justify buying an expensive car like that until I saw Stradman. So Mark, that's why I share the car. It's not for me to say, look at me, look what I have. It's more to say, look what you could have, and I'm here for you to show you how I did it. So in case you want to try to do it too, and you can do it. Like, it's just, you got to take steps. You got to and go for it. And sometimes seeing it alone is enough motivation for people. But yeah, like I know a lot of people that smoke and drink and stuff, and it affects different people different ways. But it's good that you realize how it affects you. You know what I mean? So if it takes away your discipline and focus, and you know that, then you know what you got to do. So it's good that you're aware of that, because some people might be in denial, or some people might be fine. Like, I do know some people that smoke and they function fine and at a high level, but you never know. Like, For one person, it could be good. For another person, it could be a showstopper, you know? Yeah. So Rich Cheryl said internet domain and traffic is a modern type of real estate. That's true. That is true. I remember I paid a premium for a couple of domain names that I wanted to get, like in my area that I do business. I own the best domain names, hands down, in my area that I do business. I own the two best domain names for my business, and I paid for them. I paid less than 20 grand, but thousands for my best domain names. So Rico said I tried to sign up and the credit payment info is blacked out. Let me see if the courses are gone. Maybe they're all gone. They might be all used up. Or oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. It says it's expired. Expired. Hold on, wait a minute. How could it expire? Maybe. Oh, I gave it for 5 people instead of 10. That's my bad. Let me set it back up, all right? I'm gonna set it back up, my fault. So I said the 80% off will be for 10 people, but somehow I set it up for 5 people. I don't know how that happened. But I'm gonna fix it right now. Just give me a second. I'm gonna create a new coupon code. So I'm gonna set it up. Man, I don't know how many people tried to buy it but couldn't buy it. But I'm gonna give you guys 80% off for my full course, everything included. It's gonna be Black Friday free 2019, 80% off, and I'm gonna have 10 available. Add coupon. All right. Hold on a second. All right, so Black Friday coupon, 80% off. And I got a new link, so you guys look for the link right here, and you'll be able to buy it. But once it's gone, it's gone. Like there's 10 people can buy it at this price. But once the 10 is gone, that's it. And then you can get 50% off, but it's gonna be more expensive. But so this is for those that want to get it for $99. Here's the new link, and there's definitely 10. There's 10 available. But once they're gone, they're gone. Like I'm not going to do that one again. All right. So here it is. That is the code right there. No Fun Noah said, "Do I update the course?" Yes, I do up the course. Rico is Rico a girl, a woman? Is the course forever? Yes. And Mark Zuckerberg, thanks for the 99 cent. I'll buy somebody coffee with it. But yeah, the course should be up forever. You know, as long as I'm living, then the online course will be available. So once you buy, like, I don't know what kind of better deal you can get than that. It's not like a book where you don't have access to the author. When you buy the course, you got access to the author. So that's the new link. There's definitely 10 people there's 10 courses for sale for $99. Then after that, I'm gonna put a link in the description of this live stream for 50% off, which is still a great deal. All right. Okay, Rico. I was looking at that little emoji. Yo, so for those of you guys that were trying to get the course, there's a new link. Here it is. It should work. If it doesn't work, just let me know. All right. And now, if you got any questions, right? I don't care if the question is about cars, or if the question is about real estate, or about my online course, or about me personally. That's what I'm here for. What do I think about the cyber truck, the Tesla cyber truck? So we're almost at an hour, man. Once we get at an hour, I'm gonna be probably hour and 15 minutes, and I'm gonna shut down. So we got another 20 minutes. All right. What do I think about the Tesla Cybertruck? Man, I was kind of like, that truck would look good next to my silver Lamborghini Aventador with the weird lines on the truck. I kind of like the truck. It's a little weird looking, but the problem I have with the truck, man, is with Tesla is they don't make any noise, man. I like sound. I like noise. And when I got a ride in a Tesla, it was quiet, it was fast, but it made me car sick almost. So I didn't like it that much, man. But I would buy one of them trucks if it really cost $39,000. You know, I don't know what I would do with it right away, but I like the Tesla truck. I think it was a real attention getter, even if they changed how it looked when it finally comes out, just to get the attention of people was great. I think it was dope. The stats on it are dope. The price on it looked right. My thing about Tesla is, though, they announced these cars, man, but like, remember they announced that Tesla Roadster that everybody was real hyped about? Crazy stats. It's not out yet. Like, that was a long time ago. They need to make their cars come out faster. That's my thing on that. So I wouldn't pre-order one of them things because you don't know how long you're gonna wait. Coding Phase says, should I get a Lamborghini sports car as a businessman, but at the same time a family man? Never really jumped on one, even though want to. Do you feel a sports car helps solidify my success, even if I get 400,000 a year? No. Sports car doesn't solidify your success, no. But for you personally, it might, for you. You know what I mean? Like, you define that. Because what is success, man? Success is a person being happy and satisfied. To me, if you're happy, you're being successful if you're happy. Now, if you're unhappy about where your life is, or you're still trying to get to a certain level to where you'll be happy with where your life is, then that's what success is for you, you know? But I think if you're happy and you're living a happy and healthy life, I think you can consider yourself successful, but that's all up to, like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's all up to each person. But for me, like, I feel successful because I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with decisions I made. I'm happy with where my businesses are. I'm happy with where my life is. And what goals I set out for myself that I have met, I feel successful for me. And does that include having a Lamborghini to be successful? Not really, but it just adds icing on the cake and it is like a trophy, you know? It is like a living, breathing, driving around a trophy, you know what I'm saying? So it does give you that feeling of success, yes. But I wouldn't say it would define, it shouldn't define success, in my opinion. But should you buy one? It's just if you want it and you can afford it and you can ride out the stormy weather that happens in life and you would be happy with making that kind of a purchase, then, why not? Why not? But if you're putting yourself into financial jeopardy buying a Lambo, then the answer is clearly no. But if you're something that will make you happy, the nice thing about a Lamborghini, if you buy one used, is that they don't drop a lot in value once they've kind of like hit that 5-year mark or a little more than 5 years. They usually stay right around the price that you buy them. So like if you look at my Gallardos, man, I'm buying them and selling them for the same thing. I'm selling them for the same thing I buy them for. So I don't know how you can beat that. Have fun with a Lamborghini and then get your money right back. I think that's dope. Same thing with the Aventador. I might lose a little bit on the Aventador, but relative to the price of the car, I think I'm gonna do all right with that Aventador. Saint Maurice, thanks for the super chat. Coding Phase, and thanks to Saint Maurice. Said, I live in Illinois. I actually have 3.5% down payment now. Want to pay off last credit card to boost score. So Saint Maurice, do you have a question on should you do that, or we'll take these Invisalign out. Was your question, should you use the 3.5% to buy 3.5% to buy a property or to pay off a last credit card to boost your score? If it was me, if you can get the property without worrying about the credit card and your score, and the property is a good deal, that kind of can trump, the good deal can trump your credit score and your credit card payoff, in my opinion. If you're going to make like buy a house and then have a lot of equity in it because you made a good investment decision, then I like that decision. But if you are buying a house as a primary residence, like with that 3.5% down, maybe if you boost your credit score, your interest rate could go even lower. So it could help you if that's going to be a house that you live in. So that's, if you were asking a question, that would be my answer. All right, I'm scrolling down. And thank you to everybody that bought the course. Let me see if we got any more left. I don't know what happened with the other one, man. It was, let me reload this. The other one, I thought I put 10, but apparently I put 5. So now, all right, so we got 5 left for the 80% off. So that's less than $100. My full course. You have access to me as a teacher of the course. You can ask me questions through the course. There's only 5 slots left at the less than $100 price for Black Friday, and then you'll have until Sunday to get half off, and then it'll go back to the normal price of $500. Now, if you want to invest in real estate, you want to build a multi-million-dollar portfolio, you got to learn how to do it. There's a lot of different ways to learn. There's even free knowledge on my channel. The problem is it's not organized. There's no organized way of going through to learn stuff in the order that you need to learn it. So it's going to take you a longer amount of time to digest that content and go through it and organize it so that it's useful. Or you can buy books, that's cheaper. But when you buy a book, you don't have access to the author typically. But when you buy an online course, mine or hopefully other people's course, you have access to the person that created the course to support you as you start learning and then potentially investing in property. So I'm there for you guys that buy the course, and I'm trying to make it cheap enough to where people don't really have an excuse, because if you're trying to invest in real estate, you're trying to make money. You're trying to make money in significant amounts in the thousands, or you're trying to save yourself from losing thousands. And that's what I try to put into the course, everything that I know to help you make a lot of money and prevent you from losing a lot of money. So I priced it at a point where it's a no-brainer, like it's less than $1,000. You can go in this, and if you go to the course page, you'll see all of the, you can look, let me give you the link again. You can see everything. You can see all of the different lessons in the course. So you can see you're going to get your money's worth. And you can ask other people that have taken the course on here what they think about it. Like, I don't have anything to hide. Like, I even show you guys my portfolio. All right, so let me see. Jay Will, I do want to go to Arizona, man. I do want to go to Arizona and look, and I have a good feeling about Arizona. Like, I want to go there and see if my feeling is correct. I've never been there, but everything that I read about Arizona makes me think it could be a good place to be for as an investor, or even a good place to own a home. Sky Investments, what's up, man? Said he thought it was ugly at first, but ended up putting his money on the truck. I bought the all-wheel drive version. I want the 4-wheeler. Yeah, I mean, I like it. Like, I just don't want to wait for it. I want it to come out and then have the option to buy one, but I don't think I want to wait for it though. All right, so we got an interesting question. Before I go to coding phases, next question, somebody asked me a cool question, Black Friday night question. He said, let me see. He said, where's the best place I went on vacation? Okay, Pan Africanam said, where was the best vacation you took and why? That's a great question. The best place that I've been on vacation is Medellin, Colombia. Medellin, Colombia is the best place I've ever been on vacation because they have everything except for the beach. It's not a beach town, but I'm not really a beach. I like the beach and the weather of the, being in the beach area like Cartagena or Miami or something. But Medellin, I like Medellin because it has everything that I need. Like there was good internet. I always got to be connected. The hotels are all nice and they're cheap. People are friendly and very social. So when you go, and it's safe there. When you go out to have a good time, you can meet new people, meet new friends, and have a good time. And the music that they have there, I love the music. Is my favorite kind of music that they play. I'm real big into reggaeton, so I like reggae and reggaeton and hip hop and stuff. So when I go there, people aren't acting all ignorant and stuff. Like when you go other places, like I went to where reggaeton is from in Puerto Rico, and people were acting crazy. People were throwing bottles and stuff in the club. They shut down the whole concert and stuff because people were acting so crazy. And reggaeton was not from there, it's from Panama. But Puerto Rico was pumping out the most reggaeton historically. But anyway, my favorite place I've ever been on vacation, Medellin, Colombia. I am a supporter of Colombia. I love Colombia. I think they have a very good mix of culture and modern day conveniences and great vacation destinations and just nice people. My favorite place, hands down. All right, so let me answer Coding Phase's question. Slash Jason said, will I buy a Bugatti? I don't know, man. Stay tuned to the channel. Maybe I might. My channel, if I hit 1 million subscribers, I'll get a Bugatti. There you go. So Coding Face says, I love the fact that this is a real channel. It's not like, hey, I'm a poppy and mommy kid and I got a Lambo. I want to let you know you give hope for us guys starting from zero. Will motivation permanent. Hey, I appreciate that, man. This channel used to be named after me personally, and then I was like, well, I don't know. I don't want to be the center of attention. I'd rather the cars be the center of attention, and then I can use the cars and stuff like that. And so I changed it. I changed the name. It's a play on Will, my name and motivation, but Will, it's a play on the word will, because it's like wheels as in cars are the motivation. And I try to use cars to motivate people because that's what motivated me partially as I was growing up. So I appreciate that comment, man. And yeah, bro, it's real. I'm gonna have some fun though. I'm gonna try. Me and my brother were talking about making some more entertaining videos and having some fun. So you can look forward to some different videos, some fun videos, some interesting car videos. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mr. Beast. All right, I want you guys to drop me a comment. Drop me a comment right now. Tell me what you think about this concept. So I bought a lot of cars on this channel for myself. I bought a lot of cars on this channel for me, right? But I have a Lamborghini Aventador, I got a Lamborghini Gallardo, and I got another Lamborghini on the way, right? I don't want to buy any more cars for myself on the channel right now, unless it's something way down the road. I want to keep the Aventador, keep one of the other Lambos, have fun with those, mod them and stuff like that. But I want to start buying cars for other people to help them, right? So I want to do some videos on the channel like Mr. Beast does, where he gives away stuff and makes challenges around giving away stuff. So let me know what you guys think about that concept. All right. And drop me a comment on what you think. Should we make some videos like Mr. Beast, buying people cars, fixing up cars for people, just doing nice things for people to motivate other people to do nice things for each other? That's my concept. That's the idea. And me and my brother were talking about it. And Mr. Beast made me think to do some stuff because he really motivates me on what he does on his channel. All right, so Coding Face said, last question, what area are you looking into in Florida? I'm wondering where you feel it's a good area to invest. Also, have I been to DR? Yeah, I've been to DR. I used to own property in the Dominican Republic. My kids are half Dominican. So I've been in the Dominican Republic, I don't know how many times, a lot of times. I'm looking at South Florida, and to be honest with you, I don't know where yet. I'm looking at Tampa area, Sarasota, Tampa area down, and Orlando down, no further north than those two areas. I want to be close to the Miami airport. I want to be able to drive there within 2 hours. That's all I know. I got to go down there and look around. And Pan-Africanam, Of course, bro. Anytime. Thanks for the super chat. St. Marie said, I want my score high as possible to lower my interest rate. This is an investment. We'll live in it for a year, then rent it and get another. That's smart, bro. That's all the way smart, man. I love that. Living like two of the houses that look, the last three houses that I lived in, one of them is a rental property making $1,700 a month. The other one is a rental property making $1,200 a month. The third one, I sold it and I made about 30 grand on it before my expenses for selling it. But I sold it for a profit and then I moved to where I live now. So having a plan like that to buy a property and then leverage it as a moneymaker is great. Just remember, if the market goes down on the home, like the value of the home, you can always rent it. The value goes super high, you can always sell it. Just don't panic. Just ride it. Be prepared to ride it out either way. All right. All right. So, anybody else need for me to send them the discount code for the Black Friday code for the online course for less than $100? You can be one of my students in my online course. I feel a little uncomfortable pushing sales of an online course, but here's the thing. We all had to pay a price for education one way or another. It's either time or money. And I'm confident that if you take my online course, you are going to, if you really take it and you pay attention and you go through it, that you'll be prepared to be able to make good decisions around the real estate that you buy forever after, either to make a lot of money or prevent yourself from losing a lot of money. So that's the value, and it's in video format. You can ask questions and I'll answer them, and you get your money's worth. So let's see. We still have 4 more left of the Black Friday special for getting a real estate course for 80% off, making it less than $100. So I just dropped the link. You don't have it, I'm gonna put a link in the description of this video. And let me see. All right, yeah, so we good. What else we got here? M Sports said maybe have a contest where you do course and mentorship giveaways. I actually did at the beginning of this live stream. I gave away 2 courses for free. And yeah, I'll continue to do that. I'll continue to do contests, mentorship. But I try to do mentoring through these live streams. Mentoring is like asking you ask the question and I answer it. And give you guys my best life advice I can give you. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. So the mentoring is free at the moment. So if you got questions, you need a mentor, go ahead and ask me. Yep, Coding Phase. Conozco mucho República Dominicana, Santo Domingo, Los Tres Brazos, Santiago, muchas partes. Tengo 2 niños dominicanos y tengo muchos años viajando de allá. Entonces, sí. Aprendí a bailar merengue en la República Dominicana. Entonces, ya tú sabes. No Fun Noah said, what is the best thing to do as a millionaire? No Fun Noah, the best thing to do as a millionaire is try to teach other people how to become a millionaire too, and try to be a positive role model for people. That's what I think the best thing to do as a millionaire. Because if you're a millionaire, that means you've achieved one aspect of life, which is you've done well financially, which is just one aspect of life. So you can teach other people how to do well in that aspect of life, and you can try to be a positive role model for that group of people that have achieved becoming a millionaire. When people are looking at how you act, you try to be the best person you can be. That's what I think the best thing a millionaire can do is give back in those 2 ways and maybe more, There you go. What else we got? Okay, so KBS said, hey, Will, try this idea. Have a contest and bring a subscriber through the process of how to build and own a rental property. That's something Rich and I talked about, and that's something that I can do. The thing is, right now is a better time to have a flip than a rental property, in my opinion. So, like, if I was to take somebody through doing a rental property, it would be like to find a rental that can make a good, like, I think good cash flow is $500 a month after all of your expenses on a rental property. If it's making $300 a month, I think that's too close to not being able to cover your expenses if you have a couple of disasters, like you need a new furnace, you need a new water tank, you need a new AC unit. That's all your profit for a year almost. You know what I mean? So you got to make at least $500 a month, in my opinion. So finding a property that makes $500 a month in rental income in this market is more difficult than finding a flip that can make you 15 to 20 grand. So if I was to bring somebody through right now, it would probably be showing them how to do a flip. And I'm doing that. I have a flip that's going on right now, and I'm going to show you everything I did to it, and we're going to show you how much I made. Now, there's a chance I might not make that much as I anticipated, but it is what it is. I'm going to show you guys what I did, what my plans were, and if I don't make that much, I'll show you where I went wrong. So, and that's just free game. All right. Somebody, Jay Wade said a 2003, 2004 Bentley Arnage. That would be great for the channel. We'll see, man. Like I said, I'm not trying to buy any more cars for me. If I buy more cars, it's going to be for other people. Where else? What else questions we got? Wow, so you've been to the hood. Oh yeah, Coding Phase said I've been to the hood in the Dominican Republic. Let me tell you a quick story about the Dominican Republic. Where I could tell you so many stories about Dominican, because I started going to the Dominican Republic. I don't know how old you are. I might have been there before you was born, bro. I started going to the Dominican Republic in 1996, before anybody was vacationing in the Dominican Republic from the United States. They had European vacation spots in the Dominican Republic, but Americans didn't go down there unless they were Dominican. Me and my older brother and one of our friends went to the Dominican Republic, and we was all throughout the hoods and everything, because we didn't know any better. But I met my ex-wife in the Dominican Republic on that first trip, and she's from Los Tres Brazos, the hoodie hood, like go outside the front door and get robbed, which really happened to some people, not me, but it happened to her family and stuff. But anyway, so I used to know that whole neighborhood. I used to get rental cars when I was down there, so we'd be all over the place. One time, I took my best friend and two of my best friends down there. We got a rental car in Santiago, and we just on a whim decided to drive to Santo Domingo. We drove all the way to Santo Domingo from Santiago with no map, no GPS, no cell phone, and we somehow made it to her house in the hood in that rental car with just God got us there, bro. I don't know how we got it. We got there, but we made it. It's crazy. So, all right. So Rich said his most common advice is buy and hold. I would agree with that, because you just got more options when you buy and hold, because you can flip now or later. And Rich used to be trying to get me to do flips, and I would be trying to do the buy and hold. I don't know if you remember that, Rich. And I passed up on a couple of properties because I didn't want to flip. And I regret every property that I passed up on, pretty much. And Charlie Chan, yeah, man, I started a Real Estate 101 channel. He said he's happy to see me back to talking about real estate on my channel. The problem is, when I make a video and the title is something about real estate, I don't get a lot of people watching the videos. And when your videos start doing low numbers, YouTube just keeps you like down until you get another hit video. So that's why I started a different channel for my real estate. But it's me, so I'm always going to be ready to talk about real estate, whatever you guys want to talk about. So on a live stream is a perfect time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. But Dominican Republic, Been all throughout the DR, bro. Back before it was no tourists there. Yeah, those tres brazos, all that. My brother's ex-wife is from San Pedro de Marcoris. My brother's ex-wife is from down there. Claro que sí. República Dominicana. Si ustedes no lo conocen, tienes que ir a ver cómo es. But yeah, but Colombia is my favorite place though. All right, man, I'm about to log off this live stream. In case you guys want to be the last people to get this deal for Black Friday, 80% off the course, making it less than $100. That's the link. There's only 4 more courses for sale at that price, and then it's gone. And the next best deal for Black Friday until Sunday will be for 50% off, which is more expensive than 80% off. All right. Y'all make sure to hit the thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks to my brother D Moss. I am Mr. Moss. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Thanks to him for moderating and helping me out with this. Love you, bro. And I love everybody else that decided to join me on this Friday night for this live stream. Happy Black Friday. Go out there and get some video footage of crazy Black Friday and send it to me so I can put it on my channel. Yeah. All right, man. Anybody got any last minute questions before we sign out? Oh, dang. Somebody said, am I still giving away the camera? What the heck? Yo, I am going to give away this camera to the first person that answers this question. So get ready. I'm giving away this OSMO. Man, I'm glad somebody reminded me. What the heck? Look. Somebody asked me what the other channel is. Real Estate 101. Real Estate 101 is the other channel. If you type that in, it'll come up real quick. All right, get ready. I'm going to ask you guys a question. The first person to answer this question completely, this camera is yours. You just got to email me your address and your name and all that good stuff. So the question is, you ready? Are y'all ready? I'm gonna give this camera away to the first person to answer. This is gonna be an easy one for you guys that know me. It might not be as easy if you haven't watched videos on my channel, but I think this is kind of important. So it's gonna be the question, and I apologize if you don't know it, but here it is. All right, y'all ready? The answer is, I have 3 main streams of revenue. First person to name what my 3 main streams of revenue are to be able to afford the Lamborghinis and all that stuff and the investments. What are my 3 forms of revenue that I talk about on this channel? First person to answer it gets this camera. Let's see. I'm going to read them out and see if somebody gets it. So the first time I read one out, that's the right answer, then you won. But there's 3 main forms of revenue that I have that I talk about on this channel. So no fun Noah said real estate, YouTube and business. That's not descriptive enough. Software, real estate, cars. That cars is not correct. I don't really make money off of cars. Real estate, YouTube, college website. That's close, but the YouTube part is not really. That's not a major revenue stream. Real estate, website, and software. That's 2 out of 3. The answers are there, but somebody hasn't put them all together yet. Somebody said computer consulting company, not really. Real estate, stock, YouTube, not really. Real estate, website, and software. Real estate, website. I think Curve got it. I have a real estate company. I have a website that generates revenue, and then I have a software company. So I'm gonna have to say Curve is the winner. Curve, make sure you email me, get out Will Motivation. Edgar Santiago says software developer or some shit. Real estate. Yo, but Curve was the first person to say close enough. Real estate, I got a website, and I do software. I have software. The website is the main thing. Real estate is number two, and the software companies. Real estate and the software company go neck and neck, but those are the three companies that I have. Those are the three main forms of revenue that got me doing YouTube with Lambos and stuff. So, Curvon, email me, bro, and I'll send this right out to you. That's dope, though, man. I appreciate you guys paying attention and being on this live stream, man, and just being on this journey with me, man. Allowing me to share a little bit about my life and how I can try to help you guys. Because if I help somebody on here, the way I get paid for that is for you guys later on down the road to tell me that I helped you with something in it, and this is gonna make me feel good. So that's worth more than money to me. All right. So congratulations to Curvon and Pan Africanam. He pretty much nailed it to a higher level of detail. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. All right. Somebody said Rob E said it first. Where's Rob E? Let me see Rob E. Curvon said it before that. Yeah, he said it before that. He said it a good amount before that. He just said it twice. That's what happened. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, congratulations, man. This is your camera right there. You can start vlogging. You can send me some videos once you start vlogging. Hey, man. Good night, Rich. And shout out to Rich, my realtor. We're selling a property right now. We've had a couple of setbacks with it, but maybe there's something that you can learn from this for you guys. I'm selling a property right now, and this is what can happen sometimes. It's like a long-term flip, but it was a rental property. But I figured it was time to sell it. Rich listed it for me. I got it ready to sell. Rich listed it, and we got about 3 or 4 offers on the house so far. We accepted one offer. We got to the finish line, and the appraisal came in a little bit less than what I was asking for the house, which can happen sometimes. So the buyer, instead of negotiating with me, the buyer dropped out, and they decided not to buy the house because of the appraisal, which really shocked me, because to me, if an appraisal comes in and I'm buying a house, I get excited because I'm going to get a better deal than what I was willing to pay. So I totally didn't understand that, but people are funny, whatever. So they dropped out. We listed the house again, and it went into contract. We accepted another offer within days. Like, we got another offer on the house, and now that offer, the financing and stuff kind of fell through. So, so basically it's taken me longer to sell this house than I anticipated, and potentially I might accept less than what I was asking for. But this kind of stuff happens, so you have to just be prepared for it, because and have options. My one option that I'm sure Rich probably doesn't want to hear is I could just take the house off the market and make it a rental again, because it was making $1,100 a month in rental income, which is good rental income. It's just that the house and the location for the house is not ideal for me in my portfolio. So that's one option. The other option is just be patient, wait for the right buyer to come along and sell it for the price that I want to sell it for. And hopefully they got the financing to support that. Or work with the current buyer and just renegotiate the deal and try to make it happen. But in any case, you got to be patient and just be confident in the product. The product is a house that I put I just put brand new mechanicals in it. It's ready. It's good to go. So I'm very confident in the product. But it's these kind of things happen. So anyway, hopefully you guys can learn from that. I'll show you guys the house before I actually sell it or deliver it to the buyer, so you guys can see. I think I already have a video up actually for that. But anyway, thanks, Rich, for representing me on that house. And I do want to sell it. I want to reinvest that money somewhere else. So I do want to sell it. So I think I'm gonna be patient up until the end of January. Well, if I can't sell it by the end of January, then it was meant to be a rental. But but the thing is, you can win either way. I'm gonna win, but I'm gonna make almost 3 times what I bought the house for, or I'm gonna continue to make rental income over $1,000 a month. Anyway, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure to have a good weekend. Stay safe. Enjoy Black Friday and Black Friday weekend. And keep dropping them comments on my videos. That's what motivates me to keep going. So love you guys. See you guys in the next video. Peace.